What do you say there, Mamacita?
Last stage come in yet?
Yeah, I guess so. How you doing, all right?
Fine.
Good morning, Mayor. What's the rush?
The rush is to keep that woman on her own side of town.
Well, she's just, picking up a letter for La Senora.
Not anymore. If La Senora wants her mail, she can come into my office and make out an affidavit to that effect, and make it legal.
You ain't really going to press that point, are you, Mayor?
What point is that, Billy?
Big Mamacita. Every time she comes out of that post office with a letter, she gets half the town drunk.
Yahoo! La Senora's grandson done come through! Past West Point with colors a flying. Look at that return address.
Lieutenant Brian Riley, huh?
Name your poison. The drinks are on the house.
Oh, no, not this time. Not in my town.
Well, my cantina ain't in your town. Welcome one and all. The drinks are still on the house.
Your cantina's in my county. Give me a break, huh? General Lew Wallace will be passing through here in a few days. And while he's here, I'd kind of like some peace and quiet.
You got my word for it, Patrick. I'll just behave like the lady I am.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're afraid of, ain't it, Patrick?
Come on, boys.
Go on.
You know, Billy, there's no one I think more highly of than Big Mamacita, but she is a disturbing influence on this town. Billy, this is one time I'm counting on you to give me a hand. Help me to keep her out of trouble, huh?
Oh, you can trust me, Patrick.
I am.
What's the matter? What's wrong? What's the matter? Isn't this a letter for La Senora? Why did you open it up?
Course they ain't no La Senora Riley Guadalupe Cortez. This is dirty old desert rat, Big Mamacita.
I am to be General Lew Wallace's aide-de-camp during his tour through New Mexico. I pray you will look on me with pride when I finally meet my famous grandmother in Lincoln.
He's my grandson, Billy. My daughter's child. Mine, but she was the pretty one. With it afore she was dried behind the years. Plumb delicate she was, not like me. Husband was killed a soldier and her following, giving birth to my Brian.
Well, why? I mean...
All the lies? You think I wanted him to know what kind of a life his grandma was living? That the money I was sending came from a broken-down old saloon? No, sir. What I figured was I'd give him a good name, something for him to live up to.
Like Senora Riley Guadalupe y Cortez.
Yeah. Ain't it just awful?
No, it's not awful. It's... Oh, Mama sees it's all right. When he sees you... Look, I never seen any fella you couldn't charm the back teeth right out of, you know.
Billy, I want to see that boy so bad it's like a knife sticking in me, but I can't let him know. See, it's hopeless. It's hopeless.
No, it's not hopeless. Look, nothing's hopeless, Mama sees. As long as you got friends all over this cantina. You know, all over Lincoln here. Look, I tell you, you just stay right here, Mamacita. You stay put right here in the cantina. And I'm going to take care of it for you. Now, you do that? You stay right here for me?
Will you? Billy?
Okay.
Close the door, Billy.
What are you doing? Throwing away some old wanted posters?
No, just filing them away, Billy. Save the taxpayers' money, they'll all be wanted again.
Well, you can't tell what a man's like from his face, can you?
Yeah, that's the truth. You take Mayor Blunt, he looks more like an outlaw than Curly Bill Brocious. And your friend Acker, spitting image of a Spanish grandee.
Yeah? Yeah, come to think of it, that's right.
What's on your mind, Billy?
Well, I'm just looking for a little piece of advice, maybe. Look, Patrick, if a friend of yours, a real good friend of yours was in trouble, could you forget for a while you're sheriff of Lincoln County?
I don't know, Billy. Why?
Oh, nothing. I'm just wondering. When's Governor Wallace due in here?
Tomorrow, noon. Look, Billy, if you're up to something.
No.
Billy, I've got problems enough with this new mayor of ours. Don't give me any more.
Well, I'll try not to. Old Mayor Blount does look like a horse thief, don't he?
He's still the mayor of Lincoln.
Yeah, even though he don't look like a mayor.
What did you say brought you here?
Oh, yeah, well, I guess so. I don't know. Well, I'll see you around. You take it easy, Patrick. Adios.
Billy, hold on. Didn't you say you came here for advice?
Yeah, I sure did. I'm much obliged to you.
ambushed. They got 6 of us. It was like a massacre.
Where?
Gotta show you where. Come on. We got one of them maybe still alive.
Good luck. Did you tie him up good?
Like a hog ready for market. Grateful to you, Billy. Always felt I was cut out for public office.
All right, you get shaved, you get cleaned up, and you make it real good, all right?
You ain't halfway there, Sheriff.
You're as far as I'm riding on a wild goose chase. It's too hot to play games.
But, Sheriff,
Look, you can wear yourself out to please Billy. No reason for us both to.
Sheriff?
Relax, relax. I went along with the joke, didn't I? I bought that catsup on your sleeve, that awful story you told me. But I don't have to ride 20 miles just to oblige Billy.
You mean, you knew?
Well, I have no mamacita just as long as Billy has. If she's trying to work out something to help her, well, all right with me. I'll go along with him. Up to a point. But it had better work.
Oh, no, muchachos. Más fuerte, con más gusto.
Where you been? Where you been?
Just like you told me.
The only ones on the street will be the muchachos. You have nothing to worry about.
Well, come on now. The general's almost here.
Wait a minute. I want to show you something.
Come on, Arca. The general's almost here now. Come on.
Bueno. Vamos. Síganlo. Adelante.
Good to see you. Welcome to Lincoln, Governor. Very happy to have you here.
Thank you, sir. Well, the town seems mighty deserted for a county seat.
Yes, sir. Everyone went out on the sheriff's posse this morning. My name's William Barney, Governor. I'm very happy to know you. I'm holding down the fort here until Sheriff Garrett gets back, you know.
I've been looking forward to meeting Pat Garrett. Oh, this is my aide-de-camp, Lieutenant Riley.
Oh, yes, sir, Lieutenant Riley. We've all heard of the famous grandson of La Senora Riley Guadalupe. Very happy to know you, Lieutenant. How are you?
You know of his grandmother?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Doesn't everyone? Listen, Governor, our town officials here wouldn't make a move without first consulting La Senora.
Well, she sounds mighty important.
Oh, yeah, important. Listen, Governor. The whole Mexican government, why, just this morning, El Presidente himself sent down an urgent request from Mexico for her to get up there and throw him some advice.
Well, that's too bad. The lad's never met her. I was hoping we might pay our respects at her hacienda.
But that's impossible now, sir.
Yeah, oh, no, Lieutenant. Nothing's impossible in Lincoln, you know.
That's a fine-looking man. Your mayor?
Yes, sir. He's our, mayor here. Would you like to meet him?
Yes, I would.
Governor, Mayor Skurlock.
My honor, sir.
Pleasure.
Governor, on this momentous occasion...
The mayor here's a great speaker, Governor. He can talk to you right out of your shirt. I mean, almost.
Well, most great speakers generally have a law background. Is that true, Mayor?
Well, Governor, as to that, sir.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the mayor here, Governor, has had more experience with the law than anyone in this country.
Thank you, Mr. Bonney. Gentlemen.
Buenos días, amigos. Welcome to the Gobernador de Nuevo Mexico, General Wallace. Permit me, General. I am el jefe, el coronel de los federalistas mexicanos, Acá, Bustamante y Nexor. Hey!
This is La Señora's personal aide.
She must be very important.
Y ahora aquí tenemos a la gran dama, la gran señora Riley, Guadalupe y Cortés.
Senora, I'd like for you to know the governor of New Mexico Territory, General Lew Wallace.
Senora, this is an unexpected pleasure, especially for your grandson.
Brian, is it really you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, aren't you going to kiss your poor old grandma?
I hope you're not disappointed in the lad.
Oh, how could I be? With him starting out hobnobbing with generals.
Pardon me, but is it possible that we've met before?
I've been away from the army too long, I reckon. Forgot how romantic you fellas is.
It's getting late, Senora.
You misunderstand my meaning, madame.
Senora, I think you'd better go to Mexico right away. That meeting with El Presidente, you know.
Oh, Billy, watch your hurry. Give me some time with...
Billy, what's your hurry?
Oh, hello, Patrick. Just as surprised as we are. I'm just telling the governor here that...
You know? Well, Billy, do the honors. I've never met La Senora Riley Guadalupe y Cortez. I've been looking forward to it.
Help! Sheriff Garrett! Help! 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 That's them, Sheriff Garrett. They're kidnappers, imposters. They stole my clothes. Give me back my hat. Sheriff, arrest them.
I'm sorry, Billy, but I'm afraid that blows it sky high. You're all under arrest.
Sheriff, what's the meaning of this?
General, my apologies. It looks like you've been had. All right, boys, let's take a walk. You all know where the jail is.
Now, just a minute. They ain't done no harm. Since when are you locking up nice fellas just 'cause they were helping a poor old lady out, huh?
Sheriff, who is this woman?
She's a saloon keeper, that's who she is. She runs a hangout for outlaws like them.
Why did you lie about being my grandmother?
I didn't lie about that.
Ridiculous. My grandmother's a lady.
Maybe I ain't no La Senora, whatchamacallit, but that don't make me no less a lady. Besides, that's no way to talk to your own grandma.
It can't. It can't be.
You don't like that, huh, boy? Well, that's just fine with me. Fact is, I never did cotton to no officers know-how. I always did say a man didn't amount to much if and it took an act of Congress to make him a gentleman.
Let's go, boys.
Listen, you go hard on them boys and I ain't gonna cook nothing for you again. No more fatbacks and frijoles. Never. No more.
Come on, Mamacita.
What's the matter, Jerry? You never see an old vet before?
She's...
Up we go.
You lock them up and by thunder, you're gonna have to lock me up too. Now, come on. Go ahead, let me see you lock them up.
You mean she actually locked herself in the cell just to be with them?
Another cup, General?
Go ahead.
After all, who can argue with her? She's mad enough at me as it is right now.
Teniente Grande, the Great Western. It's hard to believe after all these years.
Now, there it is, big as life, painted on that sign right outside the cantina.
Did I hear somebody mention the cantina? Well, don't you worry, General Wallace. I'll take care of that den of thieves.
You will, Mayor?
Yes, sir. The first thing in the morning...
Good morning, sir.
Now stand at ease, lad. You're not at West Point now. Look here. That's my best.
Lovely.
Well, Sheriff, shall we proceed to the woman's cell?
Good. Nothing like saving the taxpayers' money. You gonna use your power to pass sentence on her?
She'll get everything that she deserves.
Good.
In that case, sir, please accept my resignation.
Effective immediately.
Now, what for, lad?
I cannot pose as an officer and a gentleman no more than my grandmother can pose as a lady.
The Great Western was never a lady because she was too busy being a hero. And now, Mr. Mayor, if you'll be kind enough to lead the way, I'm going to accomplish something that the government's been trying to do for the last 32 years.
Yes, sir.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but would you have a mite of stew for a soldier fresh off the line?
How's your stomach, boy? Had to jack up this mulligan with some chopped iguana.
The name's Lew Wallace, ma'am. Lieutenant. 1st Indiana Volunteers. The men told me you'd help any boy in trouble. Even an officer.
Nah, you ain't one of my boys. Got a thatch of gray hair there. You're an old man.
I am now. But think back, Mamacita, like I did. It took seeing you splashed with mud to turn the trick for me. Then I remembered.
So you was just a no-account volunteer like me, huh?
The volunteer will stand at attention. Attention! Gentlemen, no veteran of the Mexican War can ever forget the bravery of this woman, known only to history as the Great Western. She did everything for us. She cooked for the officers, she traveled with the army, she inspired and mothered the boys under fire. She even stopped a retreat. She knocked the dragoons from their horses with a frying pan and then sent them back into the lines with the courage to win the day. As territorial governor and general officer, I make the following decree. First, that the cantina, La Poniente Grande, be maintained permanently by this county as a token of esteem for this great hero. And second, that the Great Western accept this Medal of Honor, with my apologies, for it represents but a shadow of her glorious deeds. With your permission. It's been an honor, madame. Is there anything further that I can do for you?
You darn tootin' there is. Were you gonna make Pat Garrett keep those poor young fellas caged up in there just 'cause they was trying to help this hero old vet? Huh?
Sheriff, I grant these men amnesty for what they've done. Lieutenant, do you act only on orders? I think you must have something to say.
By la Senora.
Well, you might as well let us out of here. Now, Patrick, now wait a minute. You can't do that. You got to let us out. Remember, the governor gave us all that amnesty.
Yes, so he did, but that just freed you all on the previous charge.
Previous. Yeah, but we all been right here ever since then.
Violating County Ordinance 2, Section 3, Paragraph 4. That specifically prohibits private meetings between persons of known criminal background. And since you've all been in the same cell together, obviously you've met. I'm sorry, gentlemen, you're still under arrest.
Yeah, but wait a minute now. What about me? I have no known previous criminal background.
Oh? Well, we'll figure out something, Billy, like, consorting at meetings with people of known criminal...
What do you mean consorting, Patrick? There ain't no law like that.
No? Well, it should be. Don't you go away. I'll find out.
Patrick! Patrick! How long will that take you?
Quien sabe, amigo? Quien sabe?
Morning, Holly. What's the matter? This just come in for you. From the marshal up Santa Fe.
Jack Barron, huh?
Yeah, him. Him and that gang of his.
Now, settle down, Holly. We'll manage.
Manage? He's even got the law running.
Nobody's running.
Well, what do you call that? Marshal telling you that Barron's riding in here after plundering a ranch up at Greenhaven. For you to catch him. It's out of his territory.
That's just what we'll do.
Well, did you read why he's coming?
Yeah, one of his gang bragged they were going to kill Billy Bonney.
Now, ain't that something? What do you think they'll do to this town before they're through?
They're not going to do anything to this town. Barron probably won't get here before nightfall. That'll give us a chance to get ready for him. Anyone else know about this?
No. Oh, Miss Heller was in the office when the message come in.
Well, don't tell anyone else just yet. You get on back to your office. I want you to send a wire in a few minutes.
Why do you suppose they're after Billy?
That's what I'll find out. As per information from Santa Fe, Barron traveling with his men. Should arrive in Lincoln no later than 6 p.m. this day. Request immediate military help. Signed, Garrett, Lincoln County, New Mexico Territory. You got it?
Just so long as the Army got it, Mr. Garrett.
You relieved, Holly?
I will be when I see them soldiers in those streets out there.
Here he is.
He didn't tell you what they wanted to see me about, did he, Bert?
Nope. They gave me a chance to ride, and I say that's better than shooting horses for old Traeger.
What are you saying, Patrick? What's all the stir about?
Thanks, Bert. Let's go in.
Better be good, boy. I left Tundrell. Baling some hay, I ought to be doing.
Billy, when did you ever run up against Jack Barron?
Well, what do you know?
You like to say you've been expecting something.
Yeah, you might say I have, Patrick.
All right, put that gun away. Here, read this.
What's that? Jack Barron. Yep. Yeah.
Now tell me, why does Jack Barron want to kill you?
Well, you should go to offer me some refreshment first. I mean, this is a long story, Patrick, and I've been riding in here, got some dust in my throat.
If Jack Barron's coming into this town looking for you, I want to know why.
Well, it ain't because I robbed a bank with it and I ran off with the money. That's what's bothering you. I was kind of worrying you, wasn't it, Patrick?
You haven't answered my question.
Well, I was up around near El Paso a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, go on.
I was visiting Juan Gomez on his ranch up there, you know, when a couple of fellas came on his land and tried to steal some of his cattle without paying.
Billy, what were you doing up there?
Well, Juan's got a pretty daughter, Patrick. Now, wait a minute. You want to hear the story, or don't you?
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
All right. I politely pointed out to these two crooks how wrong it was to steal a man's cattle. Then they tried to draw on me, and one of them died.
And the other one?
Well, I wounded him. I guess I shouldn't have let him ride away, huh?
Billy, why didn't you tell me this before?
That's none of your business.
Well, it is now.
Is what I just heard true, Mr. Garrett?
I don't know what you heard, Mrs. Murphy.
Ann Wickett heard from Mrs. Heller that Holly told her that this town's going to be overrun by the Barron gang. They're coming looking for him.
That's right, ma'am.
I'll take care of this, Billy.
No, wait a minute, Patrick. I'm the one they're after. Jack Barron is looking for me, man, but he ain't interested in hurting anyone around here, if that's what you're worried about.
Hortense, I told you to stay away from here. Sheriff, I've got a $400 mirror over in that saloon, not counting another $300 in goods. Now, who's going to protect me and Hortense and the saloon from this mayhem?
Is this the kind of talk that's going through town?
Well, it's going like wildfire. And why shouldn't it?
Just think, half hour ago I was nice and quiet pitching hay.
Oh, don't be a smart aleck. How do you come getting mixed up with a murderer like Jack Barron anyway? Maybe you're too sensitive to answer that.
Maybe I don't want to answer that, Mr. Murphy. You wipe the noses here, Patrick. I'm going to take care of this on my own. Jack Barron ain't coming into this town.
Just stay where you are.
Let him go, Sheriff. If he wants to be so cocksure of himself, I mess up the town. Or maybe you've never seen how Barron works.
He's not going to work here.
No. They're rough company, let me tell you, Sheriff. The law's been after Barron for better than 15 years. He got his start in Kansas during the war.
I know. He rode with Quantrill's raiders.
Butchers is what they were. Quantrill, younger brothers, Jesse and Frank James, and Jack Barron. They killed better than 200 people. Men, women, and children in Lawrence, Kansas. That's where I got this leg. I was just a kid.
It's you who's brought all this to Lincoln. It's you.
Oh, you're wrong, ma'am. I'm riding out to meet Barron just as soon as Mr. Garrett here will allow me to leave, and I'll settle it in my way. Just like I settled one of his men up in El Paso.
That's why they're coming after him. But you're not settling this your way, you're settling it mine. I'm not letting you get slaughtered.
Why ain't you consider it?
Just practical.
You mean you'd miss me?
All right, Billy, let's not carry this too far. You're still a citizen under my jurisdiction, and I'm not having any personal vendettas carried out in Lincoln County. The law and the Army will handle this.
Mrs. Heller never said nothing about the Army.
I sent a wire to Fort Stockton 20 minutes ago. The Army will be here by nightfall. Mrs. Murphy, maybe you'd better get your stories complete before you come storming in here.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I really am. That puts another complexion on the whole matter. Well, let's tell him, Averill. And close your mouth. You want to catch a fly in it?
Good. Good. In case I need some extra help, I can count on you.
Sure. Sure thing, Sheriff. Anything for law and order in Lincoln County.
What are you going to call out the Army to protect me, huh, Patrick? You mean to tell me the whole U.S. Army in the United States of America is going to protect little old me?
Billy, I don't see anything amusing in it.
Oh, don't you? Listen, I was thinking maybe I ought to get a medal or something, Patrick, for kind of leading old Jack and his boys into a baited trap. I mean, here they want to kill me, and you and the Army just going to drop a noose right over the necks. Boy, that's something.
Yeah. And you are staying right in here until it's all over. I don't want you messing things up.
You keep trying to keep me here, Patrick.
Bet?
Yeah, I'll bet you.
What is it now, Holly?
I just got a reply from Fort Stockton. They can't send any men for 2 days.
Did you tell them out there about this?
Well, why shouldn't I told them?
Why can't the Army come, Holly?
Because they only got a small guard at the fort. All the rest of them are ridden against the Comanches up at Pluter Lake. They don't have nobody to send, Mr. Garrett.
Garrett! Come on out, Sheriff. We want to talk to you. Well, now what are you going to do, Garrett?
And don't fool us. We know the Army's not coming.
This is a fine kettle of fish you got us into here.
He didn't get you into anything, Mr. Murphy. This is my business.
That's right. And you better all understand that before we go another step. Billy here shot one of Jack Barron's men in self-defense when he found him rustling another man's cattle. Barron's coming after him to even the score. That puts a member of this town in jeopardy.
Then what are you intended to do?
The law will take care of it. I'm deputizing every able-bodied man in this town.
Now, hold on a minute. We don't have any gunfighters that can stand up to Barron and his gang. Well, Maybe you and Billy there, and maybe Bert.
What you're saying, Mrs. Murphy, you want the three of us here, maybe the Army, to protect your town for you, right?
Now, kid, don't get smart. You're talking to my wife.
I'm talking to your wife with respect.
Let it be, April.
I got a solution to the whole thing, Mr. Garrett.
Yeah?
With no disrespect about you shooting in self-defense, you still brought this on yourself. So why don't you just up and leave town, and Barron will have no call to come here?
What do you mean, run?
Yeah.
I never did know where you came from, Bert. Now I know why I didn't. Who'd you run away from, Bert?
Inside.
Close up the school. Get the kids and the women home and shut down your stores. I want every able-bodied man in my office in 10 minutes.
Tunnel's Ranch, all of them.
All of who?
Barron and his gang. They're waiting for Billy to come back. They said if he don't come and meet him, they're coming in here for him. They're gonna burn this town to the ground if you try to protect him.
You figured they wouldn't come before nightfall, huh?
Sure must have pushed those horses hard.
Like I said, Patrick, they want me real bad. You better let me go.
What you gonna do now, Mr. Garrett?
Be so kind as let me get on my horse. I'll be on my way.
We'll talk about it inside, Billy.
I ain't got that much time, Patrick.
Now do what I told you to do. I want this town closed up. Bert, get every able-bodied man, bring him to my office right away.
Okay. You're planning this whole thing, Patrick. What do you have me figured into it?
You tell me, but I'm not letting you handle it alone.
Well, that's sure whether or not there.
They're willing to see you run, too. That doesn't make them right. How far can a man run?
Yeah, well, at least we agree on one thing, Patrick. But you're going to have a hard time keeping your eye on me, ain't you?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't think you could keep me in here. So that means you lose your bet.
Drop your gun down, Billy. You're under arrest.
Oh, come on now, Patrick. Quit you fooling.
I'm not fooling. Drop it. All right, up the stairs. Charging you with disturbing the peace. You struck Bert Powell in front of the sheriff's office while carrying a gun.
Oh, come on.
Ordinance 463A1. A bylaw of Lincoln County Territory, amended April 19th, 1871. In. $36 or 36 hours in jail.
I ain't got any money with me.
And I still won the bet, didn't I, Billy?
Mr. Garrett, we're not organizing to save that kid.
How much time do you figure you're wasting?
Well, why should we risk our necks when he's sitting in here, safe and sound?
Barron's men will burn this town to a cinder. I know, I've seen them.
You tell us, Mr. Garrett. Just how far do you mean to carry your friendship for Billy?
Get him out of town and we won't have any problem.
He's been in trouble as long as he's been here.
You mean you'd let those men walk into town and shoot down somebody you don't like?
We don't owe nothing to Billy.
Well, maybe you don't think you owe something to yourselves, or your children. Look, it doesn't matter to me, and it shouldn't matter to you who Barron's riding into this town to kill. It's just a matter of whether law or anarchy is going to win.
Why are you forcing this on us, Mr. Garrett?
You're the one who's doing the forcing. You want Billy out of town.
He's just a troublemaker. We'd be better off without him.
For how long?
What are you talking about?
Getting too close for comfort, I bet. Let him kill somebody you don't like. It's all right for him. If you don't like him, let him die.
Now, nobody said that.
Nobody had to, but that's what you're thinking. You're using your prejudice against Billy to hide your fear of Barron. Hand Billy over to him, sure. Maybe Barron won't steal your cattle this week. But what about next week? When he might want something else. When he might come after a friend of yours, somebody you like. When he might come after your wife. Or even your children. How are you going to appease him then?
Don't try rattling us, Mr. Garrett. I never saw Billy do any fighting for us.
This is not a fight over Billy. This is a fight over whether a man named Jack Barron can take over a decent, law-abiding community without somebody standing up to him and telling him that he can't do it, that he's going to go to jail. It's just as easy as that.
We came out here to build homes, not to take care of Billy Bonney.
Mrs. Murphy, that's what you're doing here today, defending your home.
And half of us laying in the street. Dead. No thanks, Garrett. I say if we don't try to fight Barron, he won't hurt us. Let's get on home.
Don't be foolish, Mr. Garrett. Unless you want him to burn down the jail.
What's the matter?
I hate to say it, Averill. I really do. Maybe Garrett's right.
Looks like you and I have been elected, Billy.
Well, that means you guys let me in jail, huh?
Yep.
And you owe me $2.
Yeah.
And no fine.
No fine.
Well, looks to me like you lost all the way around, Patrick.
Not exactly. I'm deputizing you, Billy. Raise your right hand.
No. I want the people of this town to know I'm doing this strictly on my own. I don't want to be hiding behind any badge,
You
Patrick.
won't be hiding. Raise your right hand. In accordance with the law of Lincoln County Territory, I hereby swear to accept responsibility as a deputy and promise to carry out my duties in a lawful manner. Say it.
In accordance with the law... What is it?
Of Lincoln County Territory, I hereby swear to accept responsibility as a deputy and promise to carry out my duties in a lawful manner.
My duties in a lawful manner.
All right.
What difference does it make if I pull the trigger with a badge on my vest or no badge at all, Patrick?
The difference between order and disorder.
Oh, come on, now, what are you trying to tell me this little piece of tin is going to change things and make them better than they are?
If it's worn enough by people who believe in it, yes. Maybe someday it'll sink into the minds of men that it's better this way than any other.
Oh, come on, Patrick. That's just like saying people are going to stop using horses to get places.
Could be.
Even stop wearing guns, huh?
Yeah.
You want to bet?
Billy, we won't live that long.
Yeah, well, you're sure going to die trying, ain't you?
I don't know.
Well, they know I'm not coming by now.
Yeah, we'll wait outside where we can see him. looking for the kid. Billy Bonner.
Right over here, Baron. Why don't you come in here and get me?
Don't try it. If you think much of this town of yours, Sheriff, you stay out of this. This is between the kid and me. This is between the law and you. You're under arrest, Baron. There are only two of you. You're bucking a bad bet, Sheriff, but that's the way you want it.
Well, what do you know, Patrick? The Murphys.
This who's protecting your kid? Murphy, get off the street. You're in a line of fire. Take care of him. How do you like my deputies, Baron? They're carrying shotguns they can't miss. Now, all of you, drop your guns. Shoot! Shoot them down!
You better not try anything, Baron. We got a mean bunch around here.
They're not hanging me! My thanks for whatever made you do it.
I guess it was Hortense first got us to sea. But I think we'll all agree you helped. Well, let's get him to jail.
You know something, Patrick? I didn't realize you were so eloquent. Well, at least you kept me honest, Patrick.
Just so it did some good.
Did a lot of good for the town here. They got your points.
And you?
I have to answer that, Sheriff. You're out, Patrick.
Well, howdy, Sheriff. How you been?
Even every 4th of July, it's the same thing all over.
Well, I'm just celebrating the Declaration of Independence.
I know it, but this year you're starting 2 days early.
When my great-grandpappy marched with General George, he fit them redcoats right down to a... He looked like... What do you mean 2 days early? You're starting to talk like those Tories in there.
This is the 2nd of July, not the 4th.
Well, goes down it, Sheriff. I've been carving a notch in that tree outside my cabin ever since I left here New Year's Day. And by my tally, this is the 4th.
And it may be the 4th back in the hills, but it's the 2nd here in Lincoln. And either way, you settle down now. You hear me, Ethan?
Yes, I hear you, Sheriff. What a town this is. No patriotism. No one knows what day it is. Oh, yes.
I believe it's the 4th, Ethan.
You do?
Huh?
Would you do me the honor, sir, of having a drink with me?
Elena?
How are you, Pat? It's been a long time. Over 3 years.
It should have been longer. Forever.
Please, Pat. I don't blame you for hating me, but
I don't hate you. As far as I'm concerned, you're dead.
well, I may be before long.
What are you doing here? Why did you come back?
Because I'm scared, Pat. I'm scared to death and I'm running and I don't know anywhere else to run except to you. Please, do we have to talk here on the street?
All right. Come on.
No rooms, mister. We're filled up.
Miss Mary Smith here, room 15. She the only woman staying alone here?
Yes, I hardly think.
What's she look like?
Oh, she's about 25. Red hair, husky voice. Prettier than a bushel of butterflies. Now, if you think you know her,
I don't know her. The one I'm looking for is older. Past 60. A widow.
Our rooms were all reserved for people coming here for the 4th of July celebration day after tomorrow.
I want a room upstairs in the front, looking down on the street.
I got just the room for you, Mr. Willis.
You'll make me start remembering old times.
Don't, I'm not. How long you been here, Lynn?
I came on the stage 2 days ago. They told me you were out of town, so I checked in at the hotel under the name of Mary Smith.
What are you scared of?
Joe.
Joe Durango? Took you a long time to get scared of him, didn't it?
I was scared of him the minute I left here. Why do you think I stayed with him?
Because you preferred him to me is the way I heard it at the time.
I knew before a week was up that I made the biggest mistake in my life leaving you, Pat. It's too late then.
Pride? Is that what you're saying?
Partly. Along with him telling me over and over again that he'd kill me if I ever left him. And he meant it, Pat. You know how he was.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how he was.
strange, all of us together back in those days. Now you're a lawman and Joe is
wanted in a dozen different places for everything from bank robbery to murder.
Yes, I know what he is.
But you stayed with him.
I'm a coward, Pat. And it's taken me a long time to finally get my nerve back, but I finally did, so I ran.
Elena, where'd you see him last?
Laramie, or near there, about a month ago. I took some clothes and enough money to get on the stage. I've been covering my tracks ever since.
Why'd you come here, of all places?
Because it's the last place in the world he'd ever think to look for me. Because he won't believe that I have the nerve to ever face you again.
I think this would be the first place he'd think to look. Well, with the 4th of July celebration coming up, it's made to order for him. How's your kid sister?
Caroline? Look, let's not talk about her. Pat, if you'd rather, I'll go someplace else.
No, stay. You're safer here.
Thank you.
I'd give my left arm to bring Joe Durango to trial.
Pat, is that the only reason you want me to stay?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Hey, Patrick. Old Ethan's kicking up another ruckus.
Really?
So what do you know?
I didn't know you were in town.
Willie's got a job on a ranch right outside of town.
I didn't notice any ill wind today, Patrick, but I guess there was one.
Billy!
Thank you.
I'd better settle old Ethan down. Billy, you look after Elena, will you? See her back to her hotel?
She's always mad. He should look after herself, Patrick.
She's left Joe. He's probably going to come looking for her.
If Joe comes to Lincoln, he's going to be looking for you. You'd like nothing better than to put a bullet in you. You finish your coffee. We'll walk back later.
Well, you a lawman, too?
Huh. You joking?
Well, I didn't think you were the kind to pin a star on. But then I didn't think Pat was either.
Why you bothered him again? Why'd you come back here?
Did he take it that bad?
Lady, he was wild for a month. Half wild for another month. Before he pulled out of it.
I never knew he cared that much. Even could care that much.
You did him a lot of damage, lady. I'm telling you that. A lot of damage. What'd you do? Come back here to finish the job, huh?
Maybe I came back to repair it. Or try to.
You always was a good talker. You finish your coffee. Finish? Come on.
I thought if anyone could understand, it would be you, Billy. I used to think we were a lot alike, you and I.
All right?
We were always doing fool things, headstrong, spur-of-the-moment things that we'd hate ourselves for afterwards. But we were always too stiff-necked proud to get down, too.
Elena, you're trying to tell me that's the reason you left Patrick?
I knew it was a mistake the minute I did it. It's always been Pat for me, and nobody else, but I was in it, and I couldn't turn back. Well, there's some folks that just can't ever forgive anyone for making a mistake, Billy. I sure never figured you for one of them.
Well, if I thought it was just a mistake,
I can't make you believe me, Billy. That's up to you.
Oh, well. There you are, Miss Smith, 15. Lovely day, don't you think so?
Yes.
How are you, Billy?
Thank you for escorting me back, Billy. It's very nice of you.
There wasn't any trouble. Patrick will be around, I guess, as soon as he gets a chance.
You know, Billy, I think we could learn to understand each other again if you'd just be a little kind.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes. I guess I make more than my share. I'll see you around.
Bye, Billy.
Golly, I certainly got to hand it to you. The prettiest thing that's hit this town in a month of Sundays. The next thing you know, you're walking around your arm.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something, Herbert. There are just some that ain't, and some that are. I am one that is.
that Garrett.
The kid. Him too, huh? You dirty little...
What did he hit me with, an anvil?
His gun.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Billy, but everything happened so fast there was no way I could warn you. I was so sure he was going to shoot me.
Lee, I'm a little surprised at you charging in through a door the way you did.
Well, it's like she said, Patrick. Everything happened so fast. I never did like Durango much anyway. It gives me a reason to settle up with him.
Any settling that'll be done with Durango, I'll handle. What's this stuff?
My face powder. Look at this place. What a mess.
Any idea what he was looking for?
I don't know, Pat. I don't know what he was after. All I know is that when he knocked me down and pointed that gun at me, I knew it was all over right then.
You say it all happened so fast, but you are sure it was Joe.
Yes, it was Joe.
You couldn't prove it by me.
Well, let's take a look around. You stay right here in your room till we come back.
Doggone it, Patrick. I guess I was really wrong about her.
In what way?
Well, I mean, I saw her sitting in your office, and I got mad at her all over again, about the way she'd done you,
Forget it. I did a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe, Patrick, but I'm telling you, she's not lying. Joe's out to kill her, and I feel sorry for her.
Yeah, so do I.
She's quite a woman, Patrick.
Yeah, I'd never known a woman like her before. I haven't met another one since. Well, he must be out there somewhere. We'd better start prowling the streets. You stay right here and watch that stairway. I'll be right back.
Well, the only one that fits your description is this Henry Willis, room 27.
When did he check in?
Just this morning. He ain't been out of his room all day, as far as I know.
27, where is it?
Upstairs, the front corner. It's the one that opens onto the balcony.
Oh, yeah. Good, thanks. All set?
Yeah, I give you 2 minutes, and I go around the corner there and knock on the door at 27, right?
Yeah. And then stay clear. You keep out of this, Billy.
All right. But you watch yourself, Patrick. You know how Joe used to be. He's mean, boy.
I know.
Who is it?
Hold it, Joe. Don't move. Don't try it, Joe. Drop your gun. Drop it. Come on in, Billy.
You don't give a fellow much chance, do you, Pat?
What chance am I to give you, Joe?
I'm a lawman, not a gunslinger.
Took quite a while, didn't it? I mean, for the three of us to get back together.
4 of us. Elena's downstairs, but of course you know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Let's go.
It's too bad you missed. The way things look now, you may not get another chance soon.
I hope you hang.
Do you? All right, Joe, let's keep moving.
I'll never feel safe as long as he's alive.
More than likely, he won't be very long with all the places he's wanted in. Just a question, who gets him first?
Yeah, that's right. Just a question of who gets him first.
Yeah.
Ethan, I know you're a good customer, but I'm telling you for the last time, I'm a Southerner. Now stop playing that Yankee tune. Tis Yankee. Tis Yankee.
Now, just a gall darn moment. When General George fitted the redcoats, that was everybody's song. Ethan's grandpappy said so.
Ethan's grandpappy was a fool.
You watch your language, you Tory. Tory. Now, prepare to defend yourself.
Pat around?
No, ma'am. He had some business to take care of. He ought to be back before too long.
Oh, well, there's some trouble up the street. Some old man's trying to start a fight. I thought he might want to know about it.
That's old Ethan. I guess I better go settle him down.
You mind if I wait for Pat?
Oh, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
I won't be too long.
Figured you'd show up. That's why I held off telling Pat about it.
Why did you figure I would?
Because you know if I open my mouth, I can send you to jail.
And if I help you?
Then you hand it over. Because if you don't, I'll break every bone in your body. But that's better than being locked up.
Then will you go away and not bother me?
I don't want any part of you. You ought to know that by now.
Come to my room at the hotel. I'll have it there for you.
These may not work.
They worked in Taos and Laredo. This jail's built the same as the others. Wait for a half hour so they don't tie me in. I'll have it for you there then. Thanks for walking me back, Billy.
All right, I'm glad I ran into you.
I don't know why I'm still so nervous and upset. With Joe locked up and all, I just am.
Well, you've been under a strain, Elena. I mean, it takes a while to get used to being safe again.
Yeah, well, the longer I sat in that jail waiting for Pat, the scarier I got. A couple of men walked in and then went out again, and I started to think. Suppose he didn't come along. Suppose one of those men were his friends, you know, and were there to try to help him escape.
Oh, no, there ain't a chance of that, but I guess I know how you feel. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just kind of hang around here tonight and help Patrick keep an eye on things. That'll make you feel better.
Oh, thanks, Billy. That's sweet.
Hey.
Andy, what happened?
Joe Durango. He's been ahead about 5 minutes ago, Pat.
I'll get a doctor.
He's got my gun.
Patrick! Where you been all afternoon?
The stage depot most of the time. Where's Helena?
I just left at the hotel. She's still pretty nervous, even though Joe's locked up.
He's not locked up. He got out. Come on. Don't try it, Joe. I don't want to kill you.
I've always wondered which of us was the fastest.
He was going to kill you, Pat. I saw him start to draw. And then everything went red, and I just closed my eyes and fired.
You did pretty well to have your eyes closed.
Well, I just lost my mind. I thought he was going to kill you.
Were you afraid he'd tell me about that money?
What money?
I broke open the box he checks at the Sage Depot. $40,000 in banknotes.
$40,000.
$40,000, and most of the serial numbers will probably check out with Joe's robberies.
Pat, do you really think I'd kill for money?
No, actually, I don't. I think you took that money because you knew he'd follow you. And you led him right here to Lincoln, hoping I'd kill him for you. But it didn't work out that way. I took him alive. You let him out of that jail cell, didn't you? To get another chance at him. Why? Elena, you wanted him dead. Nothing else would satisfy you. Why?
Because you don't know what happened. You asked me about my sister Caroline. All right, I'll tell you. I always knew he chased after other women. But not Caroline, not my own sister. She was only 16. I made up my mind when I found that out. Did I see him dead?
Yeah. Maybe that's true. I don't know. And a jury may believe it.
You mean to tell me that you're going to arrest me?
I'm going to arrest you.
You're not even human. What are you made of steel?
I wish I were.
You know, it's almost funny. The two fastest guns in the territory, and I had to kill him myself.
That's 20 more. And you're 20, and I'll up it.
Patrick.
Where you been since breakfast, Billy?
Listen, Patrick, I changed my mind about my winnings yesterday. I believe I'll take it back now.
I'm in. 2 cards. You told me not to give you that money till we got back to Lincoln.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you got a week left on your vacation before we head back to Lincoln, you know, so I was... Well, could you give it to me now? I'm kind of...
I'll play these. 50.
Seeing as how I'm filled out, I'll just meet that. And I'll kick it another 50.
Listen, Patrick, I know I told you to save it for me and all, but you can't hold me to that now.
I can't give it to you, Billy. The nice thing about a hand like I'm holding, you don't have to worry about fitting it in. Here's your 50, and I'll up it 100.
What do you mean you can't?
still got the money.
It's all right in there.
Yeah. In the pot, that's my money there? Well, that's misappropriation, Patrick. That's what it is.
I think you're bluffing.
Cost you $100 to find out.
I know what I'm beat.
It's tough luck.
It ain't going to be easy facing my wife.
There's your money, Billy. There it is. Plus 10 for interest.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. Listen, I'm sorry I fussed at you, Patrick. You know, I guess I'd done the same thing if I had held the card you must have.
I hope not. I'd have to lock you up for misappropriation of funds.
Huh? What do you mean? A pair of threes.
Yeah, come on in, Billy.
Mr. Garrett?
Yeah?
The clerk downstairs told me this was your room.
Yeah, that's right, but I don't know you, do I?
No, I never should have come here. I'm sorry.
Oh, just a minute. Are you in some sort of trouble? You might as well tell me why you came here.
I apologize for disturbing you. I was wrong to even think.
Think what?
I came here to ask you for money. I thought I'd lost all sense of pride or shame, but I haven't. No, please let me go.
Why me?
I didn't know where else to turn. That money my husband lost to you at poker.
Oh.
That was all we had. We had borrowed it to pay the feed loan at the bank.
And your husband used that money gambling?
I don't know what came over him. Oh, he's never done anything like this before. Never. It's just... Oh, things haven't been very easy for us lately, and I guess he thought it might solve our problems if he won. I'm so afraid.
Ma'am, you just sit right down. Here. Take it easy.
When he came home, he was so desperate. I just don't know what he might do. I just don't know what to do.
Don't you worry. We'll try to figure out something.
No, I had no right to come here. Jim would never forgive me if he knew. He's never begged for anything his whole life. He's a good man, Mr. Garrett. It's just this gambling.
Ma'am, would it help any if I were to give that money back?
I'd be lying if I said it wouldn't. But it's so much.
All I'd ask is a small favor. You keep your husband away from those saloons and away from those gambling tables. Here we go. It's, go on. It's just a loan. You can pay it back someday. Oh, come on now.
I'll work. I'll do anything. And I will pay it back, every single cent.
You just spend your time keeping your husband at home.
I will. Oh, I know Jim, Mr. Garrett. He'll never touch another deck of cards after this, I know. Well, I just don't know what to say. I mean, Thank you.
That's good enough.
That's the way it goes, boys. What do you say, Patrick? You left a warm seat here. You take this one now.
What are you doing back here? I rounded up some more money, so I figured I'd try my luck again.
A scum like you ought to be horsewhipped.
Hey, take it easy, Patrick. He ain't done nothing.
I'll tell you what he's done. He's gambled away money his wife worked her hands raw for. Money that was meant to get that dirt farm going.
But you couldn't wait to get back here, could you? What did you do? Take the money I gave back to your wife?
My wife?
Yeah.
Mister, you got somebody else in mind. You ask anybody here. I ain't got no dirt farm. And my wife's off in Santa Fe visiting her folks.
Now look, she just told me that... I'm sorry, mister.
You mean you gave your poker winnings to some strange woman, Patrick?
Well, she needed the money for a feed loan and... Yeah.
Well, in a case like this, Patrick, I think what you ought to do is to see a good lawman. Now, I understand they got a good one here in El Paso. Is that where you're going?
I'll take care of this myself. I'll get that money back.
Figure you to sit around here all day, Patrick?
Yeah, if it takes that long.
What makes you so sure she's going to leave town?
Well, nobody in El Paso seems to know her. I've checked all the hotels. I've posted the 2 livery stables, so there's only 2 ways she can get out of town.
Yeah?
Train or the stage. Train isn't due till tomorrow, so if she leaves today, she'll have to show up right here.
Stage west due any minute now. Want me to hang around here, Patrick, in case she decides to shoot away clear? You need help? I guess I should have warned you before we came to El Paso, Patrick, about these big city gals. They'll take us country boys every time. How much was it you say she got off?
Never mind.
You know a man with your reputation, Patrick? There ain't a man in the Southwest won't get a boot out of hearing about this.
Billy, do me a favor, huh?
Yeah, what?
Just so she doesn't get by me. Check the train station, in case there's been any change in schedules.
Oh, Patrick, now I got the feeling you're trying to get rid of me, boy. But I always say, anything for a friend, you know. Even if he ain't too bright. I'll see you later.
Yeah, he looks like that sort. Well, now, don't you worry no more, ma'am. You'll find out we don't put up with this kind here in El Paso.
Oh, I'm ever so grateful. I just didn't know who to turn to. Then I saw you nice gentlemen here. You see, I have to board that coach in order to reach my auntie's, and... Well, I was just afraid to go near him.
Well, you just leave him to us. All right, mister, get a move on. We don't tolerate your type of...
Wait, what are you talking about?
You know dang well what I mean.
Just a minute. I'm looking for a woman, and I
You've got nerve, owning up to it. You're heading for the marshal's office, mister. We got respect for women in this town.
Hold on now. I don't know what that woman told you, but she's a professional liar and a thief.
You just watch how you talk, mister. I may have a half a notion to take you apart right here.
Well, just understand this. I'm Sheriff Pat Garrett of Lincoln County.
Sure, and I'm Buffalo Bill. Mister, we're done talking.
I've got the badge right
here. Keep away from that gun.
Oh, I was just looking for help. See that poor man? Why, those big bullies have been treating him something awful.
Just let me stick until that stagecoach pulls out. It won't be but a minute or two more. Billy, don't start anything. There's no reason to fight.
That ain't the dangest story I ever heard. Pat Garrett falling for an old dodge like that. No hard feelings, Pat. We're old friends. Didn't I just release you from those charges on assault and disturbing the peace? Thanks.
Well, I reckon we better head on back to Lincoln there, Patrick.
No, I'm going after her.
With just a little money?
$600 is a lot of money, and you know it.
Let's go.
I think I'll handle this alone, Billy.
Now, don't you lie, Patrick. Any gal that can swindle Pat Garrett out of $600 I gotta meet. Patrick, with your luck, she probably headed on to Durango.
No, I don't think so. Now, you take that side of the street, I'll take this side. Check every hotel, store, and saloon. Now, I'm looking for a woman. She would have checked in yesterday.
You can imagine how I felt being stranded here without funds. I just didn't know where to turn. But I promise you my father will dispatch the money to you the moment I reach my home in San Francisco. Thank you again so much.
You have $600 that belongs to me.
I'm terribly sorry. I'm afraid you've made some mistake.
Miss, the game is over.
All right, mister, you found me. Now what are you going to do about it?
Just give me the money.
I can't. I spent it on clothes. You like them?
Now, do I have to arrest you?
Sheriff. Where?
Lincoln County, New Mexico.
Then you can't arrest me. You're out of your county.
I'll take you to the local marshal.
And what are you going to tell him? Do you have any proof that I took that money? Any witnesses? If you will remember, Sheriff, it was you that insisted on giving me that money. I didn't want to accept it. But if you want to tell your story to the marshal, you just go right ahead. I would like to give you a little advice. If I were you, I would just mark losing that money up to experience, because I'm liable to get you in an awful lot of trouble if you don't leave me alone.
You didn't find her?
I found her.
Maybe the bluff didn't work?
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one to land, Billy. We'll have to play it her way. But I've got an idea. First, we're going to do a little shopping. Then we go see the local marshal.
That don't beat all. To think that...
Marshal, please don't think too harsh of her.
Well, I'm just sort of serving as marshal, kind of temporary like, since Jud Marlowe quit. But I can sure handle this one. Now, don't you worry no more. I'll bring her back here myself.
He sure swallowed that whole.
Explain what it is you want with me. I'm sure there's some misunderstanding.
Now, you just do your explaining to him.
Those two, they are outlaws, Marshal, and that one, he killed a sheriff in Lincoln County, New Mexico, and stole his badge. They're after me because I was the only witness. Oh, he's not really Pat Garrett. Don't you let him tell you that.
Betsy, calm down. The marshal brought you here just so we could have a talk.
He's not really a sheriff. No, he's not Pat Garrett.
Now, you just be quiet. Nobody said he was.
Well, what do you want with me, then?
Honey, it's just that me and the kids miss you so much. We're willing to forgive everything and take you back.
What?
When you run off, I was nearer to despair and where to find you. I had to leave the kids with Aunt Alma. Your brother Herbie and me, we've been looking for you through near 100 towns now. But we finally found you.
Brother?
Any woman that would run off and leave 6 kids, her very own. I'm a family man myself, mister. I know just how you feel.
Well, now, just a minute. I'm not married to him. I'm not even married, and I certainly don't have 6 children, and he is not my brother.
We had the same problem with Aunt Mattie. Kind of runs in the family. It's a sickness like.
They're lying. They're both lying, Marshal.
Betsy, maybe these will help you to remember. They're little Freddie's booties. He keeps crying for you, Betsy. He's just 4 months old.
Make him show you our marriage license.
Oh, you know we lost that when the house burned down last year?
Terrible fire. We almost lost Aunt Fanny in that one.
No, all I have to show our marriage is your wedding ring. And it broke my heart when you threw it at me that night you left.
That's proof enough for me.
All right, suppose I am his wife. What does that prove?
Nothing. Nothing much. But I'd sure hate to think of you running off again. So I reckon Marshal Peterson wouldn't mind telling everybody in town that they shouldn't sell you a stage ticket or rent a horse to you.
All right, mister. You just remember this. A husband cannot testify against his wife in court, just in case you had any ideas.
Court? Why, Betsy, what makes you say a thing like that?
Aunt Fanny was always wanting to go to court. Like to sue people. Kind of runs in the family.
Oh, shut up.
Betsy, that's no way to talk to your kinfolks.
Marshal, if you don't have any charge to hold me here, I'm going back to my room.
Well, I don't have one that fits you, but there ought to be.
I am going to stay in this town just as long as my dear, stupid husband does. We'll see who gives in first. You could knock.
Why, Betsy, darling, I'm your husband, remember?
Betsy, me, you. What are you doing here, anyway? What are you doing with my suitcase? Hey, you stop that. Now, you leave those things alone. Do you hear me? Stop it.
You'll disturb the other guests, dear.
Now, listen. Those are my things. I'll scream. I'm warning you, I'll scream.
You go right ahead. You strain your voice doing that.
Here, get this man out of here.
I seen her a-beating at you. You want to press charges?
Sister of mine's a regular she-bear.
But he is stealing my clothes. Can't you see
No,
that?
Betsy, not stealing. Since you squandered all my money on this finery, and since it's all brand new, I figured I could auction it off to the town people and get some of that money back.
Now, listen, those are my clothes. You can't do that.
Now, I don't pretend to know anything about the law, but it seems to me that I've heard a husband holds title to his wife's possession.
That's true. In every state and territory of the Union, except Wyoming.
I hear they've been fool enough to give women the vote up there.
Then these clothes do belong to me.
As her husband, I reckon you got every legal right to do whatever you want with them.
He is not my husband.
Now, you already admitted he was. You keep switching your story, and I'm going to lock you up by perjury.
Now, Marshal, Herbie, if you'll excuse us.
Oh, no, please, don't leave me alone with him.
Billy, would you be good enough to go out and buy a little cotton dress that would be fit for Betsy to wear?
Why? Why are you doing that?
Well, you see, I own that dress, too. It ought to bring a pretty penny.
No, please, stay.
Now,
Marshal.
honey, you've got to remember your modesty. They can't stay while you change.
You ought to know better, sis.
That money wasn't in your other clothes, so it's got to be on you.
No, well, I told you. I spent it.
Now, either you hand it over or I'll take it off you.
No, but I haven't got it.
All right.
No, you can't search me. You can't search me.
Betsy, I'm your husband.
All right. You win. I'll give you the money. Only you leave me alone. It's all there.
Mm-hmm. You might just as well hand over the money you took from that gentleman in the lobby.
Now, will you please get out of here?
Oh, no, not yet. You see, you're much too young and too lovely to go to jail. Besides which, I haven't got anything on you. Just to make sure that you keep out of trouble, I want you to sign a full confession.
What do you think? I'm crazy or something?
I'll keep it in my safe. Nobody will ever see it. Unless you start playing games again.
I am not signing anything, not one thing.
All right. Then we'll just stay on here as husband and wife until you change your mind.
Have you got a paper and a pen?
In the lobby.
You know something, Patrick? That marshal's never going to figure this thing out.
Well, no use trying to explain it to him. He'd just be more confused.
You never could understand why you let her get on that stage and leave town.
I just hope it taught that girl a lesson.
Boy, she was a changed woman, you know that? I never seen anyone look so down and out.
Yeah. Well, I gave her enough money to get a good start in another town.
You gave her money?
Mm-hmm.
She told me she was broke, Patrick. I mean, that's why I gave...
You? Oh, no. You'll get yourself killed, I'm telling you.
Now, listen, that's why you ought to come along with me, Patrick. You can take care of me, boy.
Billy, that is a full-time job. I've already got one.
Oh, you better take some time off here, Patrick. You've been working too hard. I'll tell you what. You come to Santa Fe with me this weekend, I'll guarantee you. A rip-roaring time.
Just a nice little ride into Santa Fe, eh? Suppose we run into Victorio on those renegade Apaches.
Cavalry's probably already run him across the border by now.
All the Army's seen of them is a trail of burned ranches they've left behind them. Every road in the territory is closed. Eastbound stage is a day overdue.
All right. Well, can't say I didn't try.
You don't still figure on going.
Sure I'm going, Patrick. I promised Juan Otero I'd meet him in Santa Fe this weekend.
Juan Otero? Or his daughter?
Oh, come on. You know better than that.
Billy, I tell you what. You wait a few days, I'll ride with you. I've got to stick around here till we get some word about that stage. It's carrying some Army wives and their kids. Once they get here...
Oh, I'm sorry, Patrick. You know me. I never break a promise to a friend. So I'll see you around.
Who's in there?
Show yourself. I'm sorry I didn't expect you so soon. They'll calm down in a minute. The shotgun frightened them.
Yeah, well, it sort of riled me too, man.
Oh, I am sorry. I could have killed you.
Yeah, well, you didn't.
Mr. Marlowe got through safe. Well, we were all so worried. Where are the others?
Well, there ain't any others, ma'am. I just happened to ride in here. I didn't see you, Mr. Marlowe. What's going on around here? Where's the army and the soldiers?
Mr. Marlowe said the army abandoned this fort 6 months ago.
Who's this fella, Marlowe?
Stagecoach driver.
Oh, you're the army wives on the eastbound stage.
The stage was attacked a few miles back. It was about 3 days ago. Well, I'm Mrs. Thomas. This is Mrs. Baines and Miss Martin.
Oh, yeah. My name's Billy Bonney.
Your arm.
A bullet passed through the flesh. I think it's clotted over now, sorry.
Well, sit down. We'll bandage it for you.
Yeah.
Martha, my white petticoat.
We were traveling east from Fort Buchanan.
What, Arizona?
There were 2 other men besides Mr. Marlowe. They were killed fighting off the Apache attack. If it hadn't been for them, he never could have kept the horses running and gotten away.
How'd you manage to get here?
Mr. Marlowe went off and left us here by ourselves. He figured they'd be watching for the coach, so he said he'd abandon it a few miles from here, get off the road, and try to go for help on foot. If it hadn't been for the children and...
Me in this condition.
Well, we never would have made it on foot. At least we could have tried. Would have been a lot better than sitting around here worrying ourselves sick. What's wrong?
Well, I didn't know you ladies were here. See, I got this thing in a brush with some Apaches myself. I know they're trailing me right now, right to here, see. I could try to ride on out now, chance leading them away from here, but what if they took it in their heads to search this fort for me?
Just seeing a man's face, I don't think we'd care if the whole Apache tribe was following you.
Yeah. Well, it's a renegade band from across the Mexican border. I think it's led by a fellow called Victorio. If it is, there's maybe about 25 to 50 of them around here now.
Victorio? My husband said he's as bad as Geronimo.
Yeah, they come across the border in our country. They steal and they kill and they burn. They grab anything in sight and then they run back across the border before our cavalry can catch up with them.
Mr. Barney, you could lead us into town. We could keep up. Why, you could manage, couldn't you, Martha?
Oh, ma'am, I couldn't anymore. Lead you ladies across these mountains now, you young'uns, and I could have brass band. I think our best bet just to hope, pray, and Mr. Marlowe makes it into Lincoln. Because if he does, Pat and Garrett get out here very fast. We got a fort here, ladies. So why don't we look around and see how we can defend ourselves?
Martha, will you look after my Julie? I'll see if I can help Mr. Barney.
Those hinges are busted. Looks to me like the wood's rotted out around. They won't be able to fix it.
Well, couldn't we just drag it shut? Maybe your horse could...
No, I don't think so. I think the wood's rotted so badly it just break off. Fall down.
Well, then we'll have to leave here, won't we? We can't very well defend it this way.
I don't know. Might not be so bad. See if the Apaches show up. See this gate open here. This is the way they're going to try to get in the fort. As long as I stick to trying to get in through this gate, all I got to do is concentrate right here, see?
Mr. Barney, my husband is a captain, and I know a little something about military tactics. An open main gate.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I happen to know a little something about Apaches, and I've never seen one yet that likes hard work well enough to climb a wall like this when this gate's open.
Then you insist on staying here?
Well, ma'am, I don't know any other way.
I'm sorry. I've never seen her like this before.
When'd you leave Fort Buchanan?
Army orders. The regiment was moving on Geronimo. All dependents were ordered east. We were the last.
Well, the first thing we got to do is put a watch on this gate here. No sense trying to use that guard tower. It'd make too good a target.
You look worn out. Let me stand watch while you get some rest.
Yeah, that's probably best. About 2 hours till sundown, and I'll take over for the night. How many shells she got left with that shotgun?
4 left.
That all? You got any other gun? Well, I got this pistol here. I got a carbine on my pony saddle there. I got a few shells for the carbine and what's left in my belt for this pistol. You better take this. And tell the others to wake me by sundown. You're shaking. You better let me take this first watch.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. I've tried not to let Martha and Lou Bell know I was frightened.
Oh, that's all right. Anyone would do that. I mean, it's a perfectly natural thing.
My mother was an army wife. I remember when I first married, she told me that a soldier's wife is so alone and frightened every time her husband leaves her. But she has to learn to hide it from it, to be able to smile at him. Well, I've been doing that for some years now. This is no different. I'll be fine.
All right.
I'm leaving.
Ma'am, you can't.
Now, there's no use arguing.
My baby and me are much safer out there in that country than we are pinned up in here. And I can handle a gun good as any man.
I'm gonna bunk down in here till sundown. You stand here with the rest of us.
You can't stop me.
You'll frighten the babies.
All right. Tell you what, you go right ahead. If you want to wind up squaw to some Apache buck you growed up, I can't stop you. But that baby of yours ain't paying for your lack of sense. He stays.
You got no say on that.
Situation being what it is right now, I reckon I got all the say. Wouldn't you say that? I'll tell you something else. I ain't got much use for strong-willed women who can't hear straight. But little children, now, that's something else. I reckon everybody has to look out for them, no matter who they belong to, wouldn't you say? Is your baby here?
Ms. Thomas.
Oh, yeah. He's a cute little fella. You a boy? Hi, how are you? Huh? What's his name?
Jeff. Jeffrey Beauregard Martin IV.
Them Apaches would take you for a squaw man, but they ain't got much use for babies holding them back on the trail. You know what they do to him? So you stay. I'll see to it that none of them Apaches get hold of any of you. One way or another, I'll see to it.
I'm sorry. You're right, of course. It's the children that count. But, Mr. Bonnie, you've got a horse. You could get through to town. Take the children with you. You can manage them. We'll defend ourselves. It's the children that count.
What about her child? So we stay. Right here, all of us.
Sorry, Martha. Mr. Bonnie, if you don't mind, it's about time Jeff was fed.
All right, go right ahead. Oh, yeah. Well, excuse me, I'll bunk down in the back bedroom. Uh-oh. You ladies know what's in these bags here? Yeah. Well, we gotta haul these things out of here fast, see? You know what that is? Old black gunpowder. Almost anything can set that stuff off. Oh, sure picked myself a good pellet, didn't I?
They're here. I didn't see them till they were almost at the gate.
How many?
3. He's gone for others.
You shouldn't be out here.
I wanted to get some air. Beth and Lou Bell have been busy moving those gunpowder bags outside.
You waited kind of long to head east, didn't you? I mean, having a baby and all.
It's due in another 2 weeks. I figured to leave long ago, but John, that's my husband, he was wounded on a patrol. He was in a hospital, and I wouldn't leave him, and he couldn't be moved. So, I stayed till he died.
I'm sorry.
I'm praying for a boy. He'll be named John. If it's a girl, I don't know. I just can't seem to think of a name. We don't have ammunition to stand off a real attack, do we?
No, we're kind of low.
I was wondering, that gunpowder, is there any way to reload with it, use it somehow?
I've been thinking about that, what we could do with it, but you see, to reload cartridges, you need lead for the bullets. There ain't a scrap of lead in this whole fort. I checked.
Well, there's still the chance Mr. Marlowe's on his way with help.
Yeah.
Sheriff! Found him outside of town, half out his head. I can't make sense of what he's been saying.
That's Josh Marlowe. He was driving the eastbound stage. Let's get him in here.
Good morning, ladies. Time to get up. Mrs. Baines, could you just stand watch for me, please?
Well, she's in no condition to go out there. I'll do it.
I'm going to need you, and I'm going to need Mrs. Martin. And could you feed your babies just as quickly as you can, please, and come on outside because we ain't got much time left.
What are you doing?
You want to give me a hand here? Help me lift this thing up? You just got to make it real slow. Be careful.
Well, whatever for?
Remember that old black powder over there? I was thinking maybe we could get that barrel lifted on this thing here. We just might be able to make ourselves a cannon. Apaches ate the sight of them. I ain't never seen an Apache who wouldn't run from cannon fire. Up! Now I've got to find something to strap this thing down with. Maybe some rope, some wire I can find around here. Maybe some old leather. You ladies want to do me a favor? You want to look around here and gather up all the scrap metal you can find? All the old scrap metal and bring in the pilot right over here.
What's that for?
Well, I looked around here earlier today. There ain't no cannonballs around the fort. This won't be the first time old scrap iron has been fired through one of these muzzle loaders.
Are you sure that'll hold? That the barrel won't just fly right out?
Thought about that this morning. When I first got the idea. They've been decided against using it one time.
If the Army abandoned this, there must have been something wrong with it.
There's a lot of reasons against using this thing. A lot of them, but there's one better in favor of it. I think it's the only chance we got.
But it takes 3 men in the Army to load and fire one of these.
Yes, ma'am. Sure hope you ladies watch close when they fired them salute cannons in the Army post.
You plan for us to help fire this?
That's right. You, Mrs. Thomas here, and Mrs. Baines.
What about you?
Well, if the Apaches show up, I'm going to take over the gate, and I'll hold them off just as long as I possibly can. But if they get past me, I want you to fire just as soon as you see them come through that gate, you understand?
And blow ourselves up.
That's right, Mrs. Martin. If this cannon works, it could just drive those Indians off. And if it blows up here, it'll save me using these things right here. You understand? I'm sorry I can't man this cannon and guard the gate at the same time. I just can't do it. I'll teach you all I know about firing this thing.
I've seen plenty of cannons fired. I'll take charge of this one.
No, Beth. Well, I still don't like it, but there's nothing else to do. We might as well do this right.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll take charge of the gun crew. Military protocol. My husband outranks Beth's. He's in the artillery anyway. We'll bring the children out here with us in case we have to fire.
No, ma'am, I don't think you...
I am not leaving my baby for them.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you how to handle this thing.
I know all about these weapons, Mr. Bunny. They are most all my husband ever talks about. Now, you just send Miss Baines back here and we'll start practicing. We'll swab this out and try loading it a few times. And don't you wait at that gate to get killed. If too many of them savages come at you, you just get out of the way. Give us a chance to see what happens with this old blunderbuss.
Here they come.
Get after him.
About time you got here, Patrick.
You meet up with the army? I heard cannon shots.
Oh, that's my private artillery. Fact is, you might call it my female artillery.
Huh?
Come here. Look at me.
I'm sorry the baby was early. I'm in awful lot of trouble.
Now, don't you worry about that.
Are you sure Mr. Marlowe's all right?
Uh-huh. He'll be fine in a couple of days. He tried to ride back with us, but he wasn't up to it. We'll camp here tonight and ride into town tomorrow.
Well, isn't that awfully soon for her to travel? We can wait.
No need to. We'll take it easy with it. You riding back to Lincoln?
Yeah, one probably gave up waiting for me.
One?
Yeah.
The ladies tell me you're quite a hero.
Me? They're the ones that fired that cannon, Patrick. Had a baby besides.
Billy, I wish you'd let me help.
Well, it's all of it, Sue. I think your daddy has the rest of it inside there.
You're making me a lady before my time.
What do you think of a fine lady we want for her birthday?
How did you know about that? Papa tell you?
Oh, I forget the other sack of flour?
No, sir, Mr. Wiley. I loaded it on the keg there.
Oh. I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
Billy, I'm mighty grateful for everything you've done to help us get settled in.
Oh, I ain't done nothing.
Well, if you're going back to Tunnels this afternoon, why don't you stop by our place on the way?
Well, I'd like to. I'd like to very much. Oh, say, I'd like for you folks to meet a friend of mine. Excuse me just a minute. Patrick, listen, I got some folks up here I'd like for you to meet.
You mean that pretty little girl in the buckboard?
Yeah.
I stayed clear because I didn't want to bust up the romance.
Ah, you know me better than that, boy. No, they tell me I'm the big brother type. No, I just want you to meet her and her pa. They moved into this house up here in the hills, you know, the old Sanders place behind Tundle's. I was getting some cattle off the land the other day, and we just sort of got acquainted.
You just sort of.
Yeah. They seem a little down and out on their luck now. I was thinking maybe, well, you're the sheriff, you know. You could tell them hello, make them feel welcome in these parts.
Anything you say, big brother.
Mr. Wiley, I'd like to meet a good friend of mine, the sheriff here, Pat Garrett. Patrick, this is Mr. Ben Wiley and his daughter, Sue.
Welcome to Lincoln, Mr. Wiley.
Nice meeting you, Sheriff. Well, I guess we better get going. My Sarah will be worrying. Sheriff, Billy, come out and see us soon. You're always welcome. Get up.
She's kind of shy, I think. She's getting over it. Her ma's a real good-looking woman, Patrick. They're nice folks, all of them. Listen, Patrick, what,
Patrick, watch out!
Anything wrong, Pat? You haven't said a word in most an hour. Well, you've been fidgeting around, trying to keep busy.
Did you fix that broken window out back?
I clean forgot, Pat. I'll get to it.
Andy, you might try a little less talk and a little more work, huh?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you sure rolled out of the hay on the wrong side today, didn't you, boy?
I don't need any comments from you, Billy.
Well, don't shoot me. I give up.
Sorry I snapped at you, Andy. I'm going out for a while.
All right, with you. Something been eating at you, Patrick. You ain't acting right. What's the matter?
I guess you're not very thirsty.
I brought this little gift to Sue. Patrick, that's why I'm here. Why are you here? Has something to do with Ben Wiley, doesn't it? I want to know.
There's something I have to find out. I have to be sure of.
You sure of what?
Nothing to do with you, Billy.
Well, these folks are friends of mine, too, Patrick. Now, if it's because Ben Wiley's wanted for some,
Now, I hope you haven't gone and brought us something else. I see something suspicious in your hand.
Here, let me take that for you, ma'am. Here, you want to hold this, Patrick? Mrs. Wiley, I'd like for you to meet a friend of mine. This is Sheriff Pat Garrett. Patrick, this is Mrs. Ben Wiley.
Pleasure to meet you, Sheriff.
Ma'am?
I brought a little scarf out here for Sue. It's all different kinds of colors. If you could
put it around in the morning so she could find it for her birthday.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, Billy. Supper's almost on the table. Why don't you two join us?
I don't think so. Not tonight, Mrs. Wiley, but thank you very much anyway.
It'd be our pleasure.
I'd like to, Mrs. Wiley. We'll stay for supper. Be nice to taste some home cooking for a change.
Sue?
Sheriff? Hi, Billy.
We got guests for dinner, Ben.
That's fine, that's fine. Well, come on in. Make yourselves to home.
There's more dumplings. Sheriff? If you can find room.
No, thank you, Mrs. Wiley.
If you don't mind, Mrs. Wiley, I think I'll stretch a little bit. Sure was a fine meal you fixed for us. Best yet.
If you'll excuse me, I got some work to do in the barn. See to it that your horses get a good feed.
More coffee, Sheriff.
Thank you, no.
May I be excused, Mama? I want to show Billy my collection of stones.
Of course, honey.
I've got almost 100, each one different. Most of them from up Montana way. Come on, Billy.
You sure there isn't anything else I can offer you?
No, ma'am, no. You're a fine cook, Mrs. Wiley. Your husband is a very fortunate man.
Thank you. You didn't eat very much, though.
A rolling stone.
What's that?
Your husband. From what Sue tells me, you've done your share of packing up and moving on.
Oh, I guess we have. It's kind of restless, Ben Wiley. But then I guess most men are. Isn't that so, Sheriff?
Yeah. I've done my share of wandering.
Always looking for something better over the next hill. I guess it started the day we were married, after the war. Lord, the years fly.
And he was in the war.
He always used to say, "We'll find our land, Sarah. And when we do, we'll know it." I just pray he'll know it now and put down roots here, right here.
Union Army?
I'm sorry?
Was he in the Union Army?
Oh, yes, we're from Ohio, a little town near...
Was he ever a prisoner? Bell Island? Richmond?
Ben never talks about the war, Sheriff. It's over and done with.
For some people, Mrs. Wiley, it'll never be over and done with. He's been on that barn a long time.
He's making a birthday present for Sue.
Maybe you could use some help.
Sheriff? Did anything happen to you in the war?
No. Not to me.
I was making this for my daughter. Her ma's giving her a little mirror. I'll give her this table, place to put her things. Put the mirror there and all her things. Girl gets to be 16. She needs a little place for things. Haul her home. What's the matter, Sheriff? What do you want with me? You've been staring at me ever since we met. Just staring at me, trying to place my face. Who do you think I am? Some outlaw? Some face on a wanted poster? 'Cause you're wrong. But I'll tell you what. You take me into town, you put me in your jail. And let's get this thing cleared up. 'Cause soon enough you're going to find out I'm not the man you think I am.
It's nothing to do with outlaws or wanted posters.
Then what? What do you want?
I'm looking for a man called Slat. 18 years ago. Bell Island prison camp, St. James River. All of us freezing, starving, desperate.
What are you talking about?
6 of us planned an escape at night. Break through a cordon of sleepy guards, make for the river. 6 of us, all scared, all kids. 6 of us and 1 coward. One who lost his nerve told the commandant. Traded freedom for all of us for a slab of salt pork. You remember? Can you remember that far back? Slat?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just don't.
Slat, a stringy kid, never said much, just stared at you. I'll never forget those eyes. Your eyes, Slat. Patrick! If you're not him, why do I see that look in your eye? The fear.
Anybody be scared if some wild-eyed sheriff was staring at him all the time?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wiley. I never seen Patrick like that before. He, made a mistake. Sorry.
Thought you dropped to the bottom of the world. Where you been? You can go on home now, Andy. Night, Pat. Huh?
Billy, what do you say, Andy? You've been riding like the wind, boy. I couldn't catch up with you. You kind of spooked Ben Wiley. There must have been a better way of proving he wasn't your man, Patrick.
How do I know he isn't? His word against what I feel.
Patrick, what is it? You're going against everything you believe in. I mean, the law here, everything. Now, if it was me acting that way instead of you, I could understand that, but you...
I don't want to talk about it, Billy.
You can be dead wrong, you know, about Wiley. Why don't you just stop and think, Patrick? Don't let your feelings run away with you. Just about what you'd tell me if I was the one with blood in his eye.
Billy, I can't help how I feel. Maybe it's wrong, but I can't help it.
What are you going to do?
Wait and watch. Watch Ben Wiley. If he runs, then I'll know he's the one.
Tomorrow's her birthday, Sarah. I didn't finish the table yet.
It's all right, Ben.
I don't want Sue to know why I'm doing it.
She won't.
I've got to, Sarah. You know that. I can't help myself.
I know.
I just can't stand to face that man again. I've got to run, Sarah. Tonight. Right now.
Startled me.
sorry.
Didn't knock.
I said I was sorry. Well, maybe that can be mended.
It's all right.
Where is he? Your husband?
Needed an extra yard of oilcloth for that little table he's making for Sue. He went into the dry goods to get it.
When's he coming back?
Soon, if he doesn't get held up. Would you like some breakfast? I have some cornbread left.
No, thanks. I've eaten.
Well, at least have a cup of coffee. I was just about to have some.
Where's your daughter?
She's out in back of the barn, putting down a vegetable garden. Putting down roots. Sit down, please. Glad you came by. It's nice to have somebody to talk to. A woman gets lonely sometimes. Is that coffee too hot? Could I get you something?
Didn't you have a bedroll, some trail things hanging right there last night? Where are they? All his clothes gone.
Yes, he's gone. He's far away now. He's safe. You'll never find him.
I think I will.
Why do you have to?
Because I do?
Isn't there anything that can make you forget whatever it is you can't forget?
No.
I'd do anything if you just let him be.
Anything to save the likes of him? You're much too good a woman for that. How can you feel the way you do about him when he's brought you nothing but pack up and move on, no home, nothing?
Yes, I have been unhappy sometimes. He has brought that into my life. So much more than that. Love. Love, Mr. Garrett. He's brought love to me. Can't sleep beside a man for 17 years and not know what kind of a man he is. He's good, Mr. Garrett. Ben Wiley's good and kind. And I love him.
I'm going to find him.
I won't let you go after him. I know how to use this.
Sue,
He's gonna go after my pa.
you let me have that, Sue.
I've got to stop him.
That's not the way. You want to give it to me? Come on. You go on back to the cabin. It's going to be all right. I promise you it's going to be all right. You want to come on back to town with me, Patrick?
I wish I could, Billy. I wish I could just turn my back and forget that I ever saw Ben Wiley, but I can't.
Patrick, what you doing?
I know what I'm doing. It's something I can't excuse or explain, but I can't stop myself. Billy, wearing this, you know what it means to me.
Patrick.
And if I go after him like this for revenge, I'm not a lawman. I'll never be a lawman again, I know that. Leave it back in Lincoln for me.
I'm not going to let you do it, Patrick.
If you want to stop me, you're going to have to use that.
Well, you're going to have to tell me, Patrick. I want to know how a man deserves killing after 18 years. That's a long time, boy. Even if Ben Wiley did turn you in back at Belle Isle.
Can't you understand? There's no law that can make him pay. Only me. What I remember, what I swore to do.
Well, why, Patrick? I mean, why does a man have to pay? I mean, why does a man have to pay for being scared and cold and hungry? Ain't you ever been like that? All right, he did a terrible thing. But a man can change, Patrick. I mean, can't you forgive a man in 18 years?
No, I'll never forget what Ben Wiley did. Not in 18 years, not ever. Because I can't forget Jimmy. He was more than a brother. He saved my hide at Antietam. He'd have been alive today if... We had to break out of there. But the guards knew they were waiting for us. We ran, we made it to the river. In another second, we would have been safe. I thought he had just tripped in the dark. I started to pick him up. We were right there by the river, safe in the dark. And I heard that sound he was making in his throat, begging me not to touch him. I could feel a hole in him. The life was pouring out of him right into my hands. He was gone before I could even say a prayer. And I swore then, holding him, dead in my arms, I swore to find, slap, and kill him. I swore that to a dead boy. It's a debt of honor, Billy. I don't have any choice.
I don't think he'd hold you to your word, Patrick. I think he'd understand that you're a different man after all these years.
Billy.
Well, look, maybe you feel guilty, Patrick. Did you ever think about that? I mean, you planned this whole escape, didn't you? And then something went wrong, and then this Jimmy was killed. Well, maybe, just maybe, you want to kill Ben Wiley to ease your own pain, Patrick. Your own guilt. That could be. You better think about that.
Billy, take your hands off those reins.
Oh, Ben, why did you come back?
I just couldn't wait. My life is here with you and my daughter. I'm the man you want, Sheriff. The one from the war.
No, I was wrong. The man I thought I was looking for was a coward. No, not him. He must have died back there, Bella prison.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রুগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম, আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Hai trăm láp win perfect sai lần giáo em chợ suy nghĩ cái chứ cho ngay có tài không 210 láp 42 tỷ 2 triệu một lần, có chờ nhầm ôi không còn 100 để bớt 6 15 cái lại sửa binh chỉ lính ấy, bay một chỉ lính điên chương 8 này làm chi một cây đai máu nữa, sử dụng 5 cái giáp máu à đây hả, một bên anh không muốn như em nghĩ. Phải đấy, nhưng mà xếp sai bên khác, còn xếp đúng bên là thắng. Vậy đấy chị ạ, phải búa 2 mạng nữa. Chuẩn bị cái này 33 triệu start rồi, tiền cái chứ. Ngon, vừa lên 8 đất và 8 đủ gì. Có ra xét này. Không muốn đâu. Bên này chọn hơn đấy. Ra xin ra rồi, ngon này. Tôi xếp tiền lên 30 tiền nữa nhanh không? Ra vẫn được. Ra xong ra chim rồi đủ tiền. Hoặc cái nó nhảy đá gì đó quên. Ra được. Nó lại quay nhiều lên ngoài mắt. Ngoài thành là thầm trong mắt rồi, có nguy không? Anh em tôi. Anh em cứ nguy sao? Phải lắm mắt người ta sao? Đây xuống. Và lắp quan sinh ra và xong là 57 nghìn. Sinh viên con cái có ăn đâu, còn bà sinh viên cũng xanh rồi. Quỷ à, mới thua. Thì ai cái đánh hay đấy.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন
সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়া। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে, তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Dương ơi, ra xem bên này. Trong người đá gì này. Nhớ hiểu. Chỉ có phút đi thôi. Nó cái đéo gì? Ui. À, chị ba dạ. Nghỉ đi em, anh chưa nghỉ được lâu rồi. Nhanh đi, nhanh đi. Nhanh đi broccoli. À, cảnh vẽ đầu sĩ thì cũng bản hắc ám quá là thì sao tất cả trận đấu ấy, 7 trận đấu xong vừa đấu ạ. Đây 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 này đây này đây đây này hết rồi đây này đây đây chất lỡ đéo gì. Lần à? Có Soka sự binh binh như thế nhỉ? Soka thay cho Roblox quay để quản. Trong game này cây token dùng như Roblox quay, không có game này thôi. Nhưng mà đắt điên, mấy đồ gọi này đắt điên, tại vì mình kiếm được tiền này, mình kiếm được. Bây giờ máu bố, đấy, rồi rồi đấm con CV2 như lợn. Trời ơi, Tuấn silent cheat mình rồi. Bố xong đấu à? Bố xong đấu à? Xong. Để rút đi để chỉ con này trước này. Được lui rồi. Ok. Anh đi dàn cá đến xong. Lên nhỉ? Nếu không là đéo gì ăn. Quan tối nay ăn sừng lần ít đấy. Lúc chưa ngồi bóc cả một túi lạc báo cho nhưng mà có một tí các cái răng luôn đống lên. Tiếp bạn khỏe đấy, bạn khỏe đét mà. Rồi rồi, bao nhiêu tiếng rồi? Anh chắc là hơn 20, tầm 25 gì đấy. Quỷ đấy. 2 ngày. 2 ngày, 2 ngày. 2 ngày, 2 ngày. 2 ngày. 2 ngày, 2 ngày. Ê, đéo dồn được cái đéo này này. Lắp đồ công không? Không công đi. Lắp đồ tanh đi. Rồi xong. Bình. Này là bút chòi đồng đấy, bút to đấy. To điết mà. Điên, tôi điên. Buồn lắm em ơi. Biết trách ai bây giờ? Anh mà vào xem kêu quên livestream, nhưng mà xem livestream xong bị lag mà lag quá, anh đéo xem. Lag cái OBS dí vào OBS là đéo hiện cái như xem trước lên kệ. Chắc thì tiếp xem lại xong. Tướng 2 và 2 sao à? Đéo được. Còn kia này ở kia này. Còn kia này. Đây kiếm quyền lắc 2. Còn không? Còn không, còn không, còn không, còn không, còn không, đéo còn. Đúng rồi, đột tay nó lắp đột đánh của bố. Để xin tính xong. Quay bao lâu rồi? Quay được 7 phút nữa để qua định nha. Broccoli. Yes. Sao lại chết mình thế rồi? Ác quỷ phi phai, sống dai thành huyền thoại. Chi vô núp. Ngu nhọt à? Chết thằng này. Cái này vứt hàng đi. Rồi, ngon. Chết thằng này. Cha tan nít. Đây à? Vào đây. Được. Đến không? Ủa đến luôn mở nguyên sàn à? Này, cái con người đá này phải hỗ trợ nguyên sàn đấy. Chuông lúa. Đầu ca. Ơi. 5 phút nữa, tao có thể gục nót. Thì quật à, đây rồi. 5 đồng nữa à. Làm qua đồng 30. 5 đồng nữa mà vẫn có 18 đồng một chút. Nghe pet không? À rồi, mảnh đét. Xong đấu dài hơi mở. Ở đây đi. 2 đồng, 1 bạc. 7k game mở. Xếp bài quý quý này, xếp bài tam giác. Tam giác là tác sang, tác là thành sang. Đá anh đánh lắp cung đồ sorry nhé, đi xin là ngon. Một tổ đi xin này, một tổ đi xin, một tổ bên ngoài xong ta đi xin không 2% ta đi xin không nhảy lên xin cho bố ảo trên bia Soraka Vienna chết rồi. Lắp đây cũng được rồi. Rồi lắp đây đi. Ở trên này đây đi. Rồi. với số tông cả ký chân mai xịt tầm này nhí hàng giờ hút không thể cúc này nhảy này kia có tay ra ôi trong 3k đánh Mr. Broccoli 5700 007 không à bị giật máy view bị giật tiết đánh đéo này đéo sao đánh bên nhà